Hello, it's another day. Today we're going to be looking on the way to use T-interceptor or trading interceptor as the platform for backtesting on the phone. This is the best platform. I've been using it almost now. It is almost 2 years, and this is the platform that I recommend that the traders who are starting trading and they don't have a backtester or the best backtester. I think this is the best one. So you can get it in Play Store. And also for those who have laptops or PCs, they can download it. Also, it's available for PCs. So let's go in and see what it has. Today we're going to be reviewing on the way to use it in Android phone. Yep, we're waiting for it to load. Yep, to load. Then when it is successful, if it is successful opened, there are features which it has, and you can trade on this platform by either live account, demo account, but I always use Traders Gym to practice my strategy and test my strategy before going to teach it to anybody. So if you don't have an account for the first time, you have to sign up. It's free. You can sign up. After you have signed up, then you can have an account. Then you're going to log in. So I'm going to log in direct. Yep. You can select when you're selecting. You can shift this to demo live, but I want to go to the Traders Gym direct. So I'm going to log in direct. Yep. Make sure your internet connection is good so that it can connect itself faster. Yep. So for the first time when you log into this Traders Gym, you'll find some parts. The first part which I want to talk about is this, which is called an account. This is the place whereby you'll be adding your account and you can be reviewing the history of your account very well without any problems, so that you can review the way you are performing in your strategy. Yeah, the way you will be performing in your strategy. Let me go back again. I think the internet connection issue. You will be testing your strategy and you will be recording your account history, and also you'll be looking for your progress at that place of an account. Let me go again back. Yeah, so at this place of an account, there is this plus sign at the right corner. This is the place where you can add your account, and also this is the place where you can edit your account. And also let's first add an account, then we can continue to other part, which is the chat. You go to the add plus, then you write either your name. If you don't need to write your name, you can write a name or you cannot write a name. Then you like which deposit you want to make. But as long as you are looking for the deposit, make sure that you consider the leverage. This broker, they provide us maximum 1:400 leverage. Yep. And also you can choose the currency. The currency, either USD, Euro, GBP, AUD, CAD, CHF, JPY. Yep. I prefer USD. And then you can go to this point here of create, at the right corner of create, or you can go at the left corner of back, but I prefer to create. Then you create your account. Your account will be created and it will have the equity which you want, the balance which you want, and the margin is 100% at present. Trading history is 0, history, log off, such kind of thing. So after you have already opened an account, then from there you can start testing your strategy. But the issue which you are supposed to be aware with, you can also add an account. For example, this one, let's choose the leverage 1:4,000, then create. So you can have 2 accounts. When you want to activate one, you just click on log on, because at present the account which is active is the one which is at the top. But if you want to activate the another account, you go to the log on point. Then when you successful activate this second account, the account will be shown the equity margin, which shows that this account is the one which is active. When you want to go to the trade history, you can check trades which are running. At present they are 0. You can click on the history or you can log off. So let me first visit trades which are running. So at present I don't have any active trade, and when I move to pending order, also there is no pending order, and the profit or loss which is running is 0 since there's no order which is opened. And yeah, so you can go back at this point here. Yep, let's go back. And also you can check on the history. You can check on the trading report if you need. You can check on the trading report if you need, which can be shown here, but since I didn't trade anything, I can see it. And also there is this, you can log off also at this point. So this is the place where you'll be adding your accounts, and the account which is active will show the green sign. The one which is not active, it will show the red sign. So let's go to another part, which is the part of the chart, which is where you will be testing our strategies. Yep. When you go to this part of a chart, there are following things which you're supposed to consider, of which there is this first, going back. It's where you'll be going back to see your accounts. There is this part of chart is where we are now. You can see our charts. And also there is this part of trading is where we can see our trades, or we can place our trades, pending orders, such kind of things. And there is this place of position is where we can see the position which are running at that time. And also we can see this part of the H1 time frame. That means that the chart which you loaded it here, it was for Euro USD, as you can see it here, and it is for H1 time frame. And this point here plus is where you can add a pair that you want to backtest it based on your strategy. And it will, this H1 is, that means you will be doing maybe multiple time frame analysis, but specifically you want to trade only in H1. So you will activate it to be H1, and it will be visible at this place. So let's try to review the things which we talk about. Then from there, we're going to be looking for other things. When I click back, I go back to where I was, but when I start looking at the chart is where it is. But when I go to trading is where I can see there is this instant execution, there is this pending order, there is stop loss, you can put it, take profit, quantity. So for those who are addicted to lot size only, you're supposed to know about units, because this platform does not use lot size, they use units. So you're supposed to be aware of units. You can do it in introduction and history. You can just go and review the introduction of Forex. I think everything is there in any book. But if the book doesn't talk about units and lot size, it's also a little problem. And also you can sell or you can buy instantly where the market is. But as long as you're backtesting, this is like a backtester, but as long as you're backtesting, you can buy or sell instantly by this price there. So let's try like to do market execution. When you click market execution, we can do sell, you see, or we can, before we can say cancel, or we can say we put a stop loss. A stop loss, we can do it by price at this point, or we can do it by pips. So when we want to do it by price, that means when you click at that point by price, you will have to come and select this plus sign so that it can take you to the graph, so that you can put your position where you want the stop loss to stay. For example, focus well on my screen. I will click this and it will turn yellow, orange I mean. Then I will go anywhere in my screen and show where I want to put my stop loss. For example, I want to put it in 131.41. When I do this, that 131.41 will appear on my screen, and I can edit it whatever I want. Or I can also and I can press OK. My stop loss will be activated there, and also I can this one, I think you can see it, and I can go to put my take profit, and my take profit I will try it by using pips. Yep. Then I will use pips. Then maybe I want it to be in 30 pips. Make sure you are aware of counting pips. Then I will put OK. So how about quantity? I can change it. The minimum quantity is 1,000, and the maximum, whatever the case, then I can put OK. That is where I put the quantity. Then I can sell instantly or buy instantly. So I want to sell instantly. Then the pair will appear to show me my stop loss, the sell volume, the units which I'm using, equity, the quantity, I mean, not units, the quantity which I'm using, stop loss, my take profit, and my entry point, which can be visible very well. Then I can click OK. Position, trade execution, sell Euro USD, account default, yeah, OK. So the position has already been placed. Where should I go and look for my position? I will go to this side, this third point, where it will be showing my position. When I go to that point, I will see where my position is. My position is this one, sell, and it has my stop loss at that level, and my take profit also, it's almost closer to my sell. So let me try to adjust. You can just adjust it by placing it first. Then you go to modify stop loss. When you place maybe a sell, for example, let me repeat it again. When you place this stop loss or sell point, you will see at the top here, there will come options like sell. You see, I can modify stop loss, modify take profit, or I can close my position. So let me say modify my stop loss. And modifying my stop loss, I'll be able to shift my stop loss to that point and modify. Maybe I click again my position and I modify my take profit. I will shift my stop loss take profit to that point. I think now you can see it. So when I want to run this trade or this market so that I can see the way it runs, I will place this button here of plus of play, and we can see what it will be doing. Yep, as you can see, it hit my stop loss, and you can reduce the speed. The speed can be reduced when we pull this point here, When you pull it up, I can reduce the speed or increase it. It is my choice. And also I can also go back. For example, maybe I've seen like this entry. For example, those who are trading like a morning star. Maybe I've seen this entry and I want to test it. If it could be me in the market, I want to test it. I can go back before this close of this candle. I can go back. Yep. Then I can put my entry. I can put my trade there so that I can test myself. For example, okay, sorry. So I can like first use my stop loss by place. Then I place my arrow there. I go to a certain point. Maybe I want to put my stop loss there. Then I put OK. Then I put my take profit. My take profit, maybe I use also place. I go there and I select, maybe I want it to hit there. Then I put OK. Then I say buy. Okay. Then I put OK. Then I go to see my position. I will see my position, my balance first. It has hit my stop loss, so I'm in a loss of 99. I mean, I have depreciated, and my balance now is no longer 100. It is 99. So I can I can now play this so that I can see the way it acts. It didn't hit my stop loss, it hit my stop loss, and it went with -2 USD. I think you can see it. It went with -2 USD. So that's how you can test yourself with your strategy on this platform. So we have talked about how to place a trade, how to move stop loss, to modify order. So now let's go and talk about how do you add a pair. For example, when I want to try to trade maybe cat JPY, I'll go to plus, then feed. Feed is like you are selecting the source of your data, but there is only one option. Then I can go and select symbols. Symbols, there are commodities, there are CFDs, cryptos, everything, and they arrange this alphabetically, even forex. So maybe I want to trade out the chief. Yep. I'll be using buy price, or you can choose ask price or average. It depends on your choice, and you can choose which time frame. Maybe you want to specifically trade only 4 hours, and you can adjust the date, or you can adjust it by just date, like that. But remember, the number of bars we see in settings raters, sometimes the data value, it depends. So for example, this one will start on 23rd of 2017 and 24th of 2019. Then I put done. When I put down, my graph will load there. When it's successful load, if you pinch the graph, it will zoom out, zoom in, and when you just pinch again, it will zoom out. And also you can play, as I told you, and the time frame which is active is H4. As you can see, it's H4. And also I can go to do analysis in multiple time frames, maybe 3 hours. I do my analysis, but when I play it, I will also see it the way it is. So yeah, that is it. And also another feature which I want you to show you is this plus sign. It's like a platform, normal platforms. It's for showing you the dates, the values in the chart, and also on this part, the following one is the one which helps you to count pips or to count number of bars. For example, I want to count pips to that level. It will show me at the top here. There are 54.9 pips due to this red box, and also due to this blue box, it will show me there are 7 bars which are expected to be forming toward that distance. Yeah. And another part which when you want to deactivate, you'll deactivate it by pressing it back. Another part which you may be interested with is this part of the graph. Let's see it. Yeah, there are different charts: candlestick chart, bar chart, line chart, high low. For those who Renkos, yeah, they have different type of charts. And for those who want to view charts in multiple way, those who you can do multiple analysis, there is this chart here. You can do multiple analysis. For example, I want to see 3 charts where I can work on one, whatever the case, and I can work on the second, yeah, like that. And also this is the additional feature. This one is where the indicator is. You can, when you press it, you search an indicator. When you want to add the indicator, you go to the plus sign at the right corner at this area, and when you want to edit it or go back, you press there. So let's go and add a indicator. For example, I want to see about a moving average, so I place an M. to the right side. Moving average envelope. Moving average is called moving average envelope, and we'll do my settings. Maybe a period of 15. Maybe shift should be 0, shift pips off, displacement, simple moving average, or you want exponential, it's your choice. And also you can choose the color when it's at the top and it's at the bottom, but I prefer single color. You can edit by yourself. I'm just showing the overview of it. Yep. Then you can save as default. Then when you are done with save as default, at the bottom there, you can go back now. It will be the way you want it. Then when you go back, your indicator will be observed there. Moving average envelope. As you can see it is there at the top. It is applicable on that top chart. Yep. Another feature which you can see, let's go first to settings of this graph. Not settings, let's look on the, because we opened the trade of Audi the history always is stored here. So you can go back and click it and see what it did. For example, Audi we can see it here. Or when we want to see Euro USD, we can see the way we traded it and the way we got a loss. As you remember, the loss of negative 0.84 and the loss of negative 2 USD. So that's how it is, and you can do multiple time frame analysis on it. Yeah, but if you don't want the trades to be showing on your screen, you can click this blue point like this. The trades won't be showing amount, but if you click it, they can be showing. Yeah, so that is just an overview of this trade interceptor. And also another feature which we have, it's the feature of drawing objects from the chart. But before we draw objects from the chart, let's do one thing. Let's go back and go to more so that you can do settings of our graph. I prefer a clean graph. So on the settings of the graph, sorry, let me move back. We go to this third point so that you can be in a more in edit, so that you can go and edit your chart. You can go to the more point and visit setting point, and at this setting point you will be going to set, for example, I hate black theme, so you can go white, and full screen you can put it on, and quit application after 5 minutes on the background. I need it to be off. Show news notification, I need it to be off. I don't need news notification. Trading mode, click and confirm. Yep, I need to be clicking and confirming my trade. Quantity type, I can choose either lot size or amount. For example, you need lot size. Yep. As I told you, you can amount or quantity or lot size, it's your choice, but most of people prefer lot size. And history bar should be showing from the opening. Yep. And time zone, we need local time zone as we are trading. And do you need 3D candlestick? I prefer 3D candlesticks. Disable indicators, you'll show indicator position, show tools you can activate by your own. Show original OHSC for Heiken hash. There is no need because I'm not using Heiken hash chart. And show zoom in and zoom out context menu. There is no need also. Font size scale, they're enough, because when you add they just increase, but I prefer just 0 the way they are. Show magnify grass across, there is no need. How about count? Count, I need maximum counts. But they have altered you. They say attention higher value will cause higher memory consumption. So it is taking a space in your phone, so it will be recording those data because they are past data, so that you can trade with it. Yeah, that is one what I wanted to see. And also let's go back Also, let's go to the chart. Then let's go to this part of color, because I need to check my color. Candlestick, I need my bull candles to be green up. Beer candle, bar up, bar down, bar up, bar down, I need it to be black. Bar down, I need it to be black. So you're supposed to have knowledge on how to modify charts in using MetaTrader 4. The borders, I need bar up, borders, I need bar up borders, I need them. Bar down borders, I need them. And border width, stay enough. Then I go back. I think you can see on my chart. And also about the background, I don't need black theme, I need a white theme. Yep, I need my chart to be white or blue. It depends on your choice, but I prefer black and white. I need white. Yep, so when I go back to my chart, I'll be looking at it by that way. You can deactivate this multiple graph at this point here. Just go back to one graph. If you didn't like the 3D thing, if you don't like the 3D thing, you can also remove it, but I prefer it. But the color is not good. Let me go and edit for the color. For the candlestick, I need a deep blue, and this one to be deep red. Yep. Then I go back to my chart. Yep, I think now it's good. It's good. And about indicators, I can remove indicators. As I go back to where the indicators is, I just click it. I say edit, then I delete it. Then I go back to my chart. Yep, I think now I can see my chart clearly. Can it be auto-rotated? Let's see. Yep, I can auto-rotate it. But when I auto-rotate it, I can see the futures, small futures, like all those for doing analysis. Okay. I think now you can see the data and you can do your analysis very well. Let's try now to see how to draw tools. You go to this first pen. You can see trend lines, arrows, trend lines. For example, maybe a trend line. I want to draw it from here to here. I want to modify it. You go to settings at the top there. Maybe the width will be at least increasing. I like 3. And the color, line color, maybe red, because we have nani, yep. And about extending to the right, I put it off. Should it be visible? Yep. Should it be locked? No. Then I go back, yep, so I can draw my trend line there. I can add another trend line by doubling. So you're supposed just to be aware on the normal use of other platforms. If you're aware of using MetaTrader 4, you'll be good at this platform. So I want to maybe to trade this is the wedge pattern, as I've learned. My mentor told me that maybe this wedge pattern will be working. So let's see the way market it reacts. Yep, it went further down. So it broke my trend, and it starts pulling back. It's starting pulling back. Yep. So it's like creating another position here. Yep. Let's just increase the speed so that you can see the way it's moving. Yep, it's continue going down. But here, as you can see, it is respecting this trend line. You can test your strategy by that way. Also, you can draw support and resistance at that point. This one shows horizontal line, Fibonacci, whatever is the case. A, B, C pattern, 3, you can text, you can draw rectangles. You can draw your support and resistance. Yep. Then you can test them, you can back test, you can see the way if they are working, if they are not working. So this is how we use this platform. This is how we use this platform. And also you can see the tools which you have already. This point is where you can be adding your tools at this point. But this point is the tools which you have already added. You can delete them, or you can hide them for temporary. Yeah. Another feature which is visible is this strategy templates. You can create your own templates or whatever. Also, you can share this thing of yours to any platform. Yeah, but generally that is how we use and that is how we test our strategy. So this is the strategy tester, and I prefer it, and it is the best of all. That is the truth. As you can see, this is H1. Let me go first to 4 hours and see. Because I selected maximum hours 1 hour, so I want to go up more than 1 hour, so maybe 15 minutes. Yeah, the chart has loaded. Will be loading to 15 minutes. Then you can do your analysis there, multiple time frame analysis. Then you can start trading on it. Yeah. So that is how it is. You can test your strategy, the way it works, the way it reacts on the support, the way it reacts on the resistance. Yeah, I think you have something new which you have learned from it. You can use it. And for those who need more briefing on it, you can contact me so that you can see how I can help you for live sessions. But I prefer that I suggest that you learn it by yourself first and master some things, and you will master everything on this platform. It's the best platform, by the way. It's the best platform. For those who have come across it, yep, as you can see, a trend line maybe there, it has been broken. Yep, continuation of the trend. Also, maybe you can lock your objects. There are triple tops formation there. Maybe the market is consolidating. Will it go down or will it go up? It depends, yeah, because of the triple tops formation. For those who know about triple tops, I think they have seen what it was showing. Yeah, that is it. So let's go back and see what we have traded on the history of the account. When you go back and go to check the history, we can see the trade which you closed, the swap, the quantity, take profit, stop loss. Yeah, but remember, it's hard to practice with fundamentals in this platform, fundamental trading strategy. So for fundamental trading strategy, I recommend that you go to the demo live account so that you can be demo trading or figuring out the way fundamentals are working. But for those who are technical traders, this is the best one. Happy paper chasing week traders.